Good morning. So this reading is going to be for Wednesday, September 4th. And what I'm doing here is just pulling a little bit about our past. One more. Our present. And our future energy. Okay, so looking here bottom of the deck, not surprised to see the Fool. We are definitely going through some sort of major changes just across the board, probably in multiple areas of your life, or it could be highlighted on one specifically. But definitely change is happening here across the board, and really it's ushering in this brand new beginning. So you might already feel the steps of let's go forward, let's try something new, let's enter into this new chapter. Because it's definitely here. It's been showing up for a while. In fact, I've been getting a lot, I would say at least the last month or so. And then there was periods earlier in the year where I was getting this kind of shift into a new beginning. There was a lot of closing out the old to enter into something new here. And so when I look at the past energy, Two of Swords, Queen of Cups, Six of Cups. So the Two of Swords is about standing at a crossroads, not really sure what path to choose, which direction to go in. There are the two paths that are showing up here. One is you're drawn to it because of this feeling of nostalgia. It's something that feels very comfortable. It's very welcoming because you've been through this before. You know what to expect. It feels really good because you've learned how to navigate the energy. The past is trying to pull you back. There's something about the past that's trying to pull you back, but you've already closed that chapter, or you're in the process of closing that chapter right now. The Queen of Cups, the difference between these two energies here, because these are the two paths. The Queen of Cups, very mature energy. Let's move forward. Let's focus on what we want. Let's prioritize our current needs and what our future needs are, as opposed to kind of going back into the past and resurfacing something here. This feels like it's a very immature energy where it's almost like a fear of trying something new. That's what I'm getting from that one. So let's see what happens when I clarify and get more details. So when I look at the current energy here, so current, we have the Empress, Three of Wands, and the Page of Wands. And so what I love about this one here is you can actually see that she's pregnant. So all about new beginnings here. We had the Fool showing up at the bottom of the deck. We have the Empress showing up right here. And so this is the transformation. This is the birth of something new. Stepping into a new chapter, but taking all the experience with you. With the Three of Wands and the Page of Wands, this is something that's going to unfold over time. You can't, and you probably shouldn't expect things to happen immediately. You didn't get to where you are overnight, and it's going to take time to unravel some of the things that you need to change and transform in your life. Whatever this transformation is, it's going to take some time here. With the Page of Wands, there's something here. I don't want to say you're trying to force things to happen faster, but it's almost like you're trying to really take initiative here and spark something to either go at a different pace. You want to jump timelines in some way. There's something where you are trying to accelerate the pace at which all of this transformation occurs. Now, you certainly can. It has a lot to do with how you're processing everything, how you're able to disconnect from the past and be able to move forward into this next chapter. For everybody, it's going to be a little bit different. So, I mean, that pace is really going to be up to you, but that Three of Wands is showing up to say, even if you go and you process things at the quickest pace you possibly can, it's still going to take time to unfold. It's not going to happen overnight. When I look at the future energy here, I do have the Moon showing up. That's the eclipse. The eclipse is coming through. I'm getting the Five of Pentacles, and I'm getting the Four of Pentacles. So this one is really significant here. So this is absolutely the eclipse that we are going to have in the sign of Pisces. I believe it's the 17th. It's showing up already. I was not expecting it to show up this early, but with this moon energy, so this is about your emotions and processing everything, but what it looks like you're getting rid of here is anything that would have held you back in the past. So this Pisces full moon, so it's Pisces, moon, Virgo sun. Virgo is very practical, very grounded. The Pisces energy is very dreamy, and let's go after our goals and our dreams here, and let's think big. What is it that you want? What are you trying to accomplish here? And so what I'm getting this sense of is during this specific full moon, it is a partial lunar eclipse, that you're going to be releasing anything that's been holding you back. If you've been so hyper-focused on maintaining whatever you have from a status quo standpoint, not really looking to grow or expand anything, that full moon, that partial lunar eclipse is going to have you thinking differently. It's going to help you to see where you can let go of some of this control, where you can kind of release some of this, oh my God, if I don't focus and hold on to all of this, I'm going to lose it. You're not going to lose it. What you're trying to do is build upon it. And so that's what that full moon is going to show you. It's going to hit everybody a little bit differently from a chart standpoint, but that ultimately is what it's trying to do. And it's actually the beginning of that next round of eclipse, which will be in the sign of Pisces and Virgo. Let's get additional details here. Tell me about the Two of Swords. Queen of Cups. Okay. So with the Two of Swords, King of Cups, somebody here in the past came towards you, and this is somebody else. You're showing up as the Queen of Cups, male or female. It's just the energy of the card. Somebody else is showing up as the King of Cups. This person is showing up, and you're not, again, past tense, you weren't really sure how to respond. You weren't really sure what you need to do next. Queen of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. So somebody here showed up wanting to start something with you that was long-term. Now this could be love and romance. Definitely could be love and romance. Regardless, it's an offer to initiate some sort of commitment. Let's build something together long-term. Six of Cups with the Two of Wands. This could be somebody from your past that's returning. But it feels like you don't want to relive the past here. Part of you, again, part of it, you're really drawn into it. So this could really be somebody from your past that resurfaced, wanting to come forward, offer some sort of commitment. You weren't really sure how to respond here because you have this, but you have this sense of familiarity with this person, and you've been down this path with them before in some way. And so part of you is really drawn into, well, can we have that happiness again? Or can we do this again and maybe differently this time, but in a better way? And it feels like you see the potential with the person here from the past, but you don't want to repeat the past. You're not looking for that kind of energy. And so this is where you're torn. Do I try again with this person, or do I try with this person that maybe I've known before? Maybe we've never really been able to get started in a relationship or anything like that. This is an interesting energy because part of you wants to completely move forward, but move forward in a different way. You maybe want to go down the path. Maybe you want a different person, or maybe you do want this person, but things need to be different. There needs to be this level of maturity, this emotional maturity connected to it, where you're on the same page, you want the same things. And it's kind of like, let's get that all out up front before we commit to doing anything here. But part of you also wants to maybe not rush into that and just hold on to the potential here and say, okay, well, let me almost consider it. Let me consider it and maybe go with the flow. I'm just getting these very different paths forward. Because the one connected to the past, it feels very immature. Like you wouldn't have those open conversations, where you wouldn't set those healthy boundaries and set those expectations of, this is where I want to go, this is the type of relationship that I want to have, and you wouldn't be able to have that kind of open dialogue with this person. It's almost like, yeah, it would just be, I don't want to say unhealthy, but it would be, I'm getting the words emotionally stunted. I don't think that's correct either. It would be more of just, it wouldn't be mature. It wouldn't be something that would be grounded and practical and really that kind of that solid foundation that you could build upon. This is where it feels like maybe you were torn here in the past. Let's Let's get more current energy. So tell me about the Empress. Three of Wands. Page of Wands. So clarifying the Empress here. We have the Ace of Swords and we have the Eight of Wands. Talk about conversations. Okay, so if in the past you were really unsure of the path forward here, because it doesn't look like you really made a decision in the past other than you saw the potential in the situation here. And so Empress energy is showing up and it's saying, okay, well, in order to have a different relationship with this person, there needs to be some sort of healthy conversation. That is both the Ace of Swords and the Eight of Wands. The Ace of Swords says, let's be clear on our intentions. Let's set those healthy boundaries. Eight of Wands, let's not wait. Let's have the conversation. Let's start moving forward. The whole intent here is to move forward, take some sort of action. With the Three of Wands, I'm getting the Queen of Swords. And so again, a lot of clarity around this. And maybe this is part of the conversation that you don't need to rush into anything. You can be open and available without kind of sitting back and, because I keep going back, because this almost feels like teenage energy to me, this Six of Cups that's showing up in the past. It's almost like when you were young and you started dating and you kind of just went with the flow, see how things went. You took it really one day at a time. The sense that I'm getting here is that because you're going to have some sort of open dialogue, that it is going to move a little bit differently. It's not going to be this long drawn out process that it maybe would have been as a teenager. I mean, you think back to people who talk about relationships in their teenage years, early 20s, and they'll say, oh, I was with this person for 2 years. But 2 years during that time versus 2 years in your late 20s, 30s, 40s, they're very different time frames. You move at a very different pace. And so that's what this feels like, is that it is going to take time, but it is going to move faster than you think, because 2 years, depending on the relationship, is going to be very different in every single relationship. Some people will jump into that steady state where they are able to have this very mature connection, and some people, it will take time. It might even take 2 years to exchange the I love yous. And so it's going to be a little bit different here. But the Queen of Swords is saying that you're going to be very clear around the path forward and really what does that patience look like? What does that time look like? With the Page of Wands, I'm getting the Three of Wands, or Three of Cups, sorry. Three of Cups. So conversations here around what's going to make you happy, spending time together, definitely spending time together. Page of Wands, very motivated by your passions. And with the Three of Cups showing up, it feels like the reason this is going to take a while, and I use, it's a loose word. There's no definite time period around the word a while. It's just that you do need to get to know each other on a very fundamental friendship type of level. In order to really make this work and make this a success, it needs that solid foundation. You can't just immediately jump into the I love yous, the I do's, like all of those things without having that solid foundation, getting to know each other. That's interesting. So let's see where this goes. Four of Pentacles. Yep. And this one feels significant. We have the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck. So this is fate. This is destiny showing up. That's what the eclipses actually are. They're calculations in the chart, but they are fate. They are fated events in your life. And so with it going into the Pisces Virgo, it's going to be a lot of where do you feel comfortable versus where do you need to grow and expand? What dreams do you need to pursue here? And so I'm picking up all 6 cards because it doesn't feel like these should really be disconnected at all. With the moon, I'm getting that Page of Swords energy. And so very clear on, or you're about to be very clear on what needs to stay, what needs to go, what action do you need to take during the next eclipse season. With the Four of Pentacles, I'm getting the Ten of Swords. So the Ten of Swords, I mean, it's a painful card for sure, but this is really why you held on to everything that you had, is you were afraid of losing everything. You were afraid of just being completely knocked down. It's probably based on experience. You probably have lost everything or been close to losing everything here in the past. And this would really prevent you from fully embracing something new here, because it's almost this fear of that, whatever that experience was, repeating. with the Five of Pentacles, the Judgment. So during this eclipse, you are going to be releasing any kind of fear of abandonment, kind of having your entire world pulled out from underneath you. That's part of this eclipse. That's what you're going to be doing. It's a very clear decision on your part. You are taking some sort of leap of faith, but it has everything to do with establishing a foundation with this person or in this way where you really do create something very stable that can grow. That's what's giving you this kind of confidence to be able to say, you know what? I have had the rug pulled out from underneath me before and I've come close to losing everything, but that doesn't mean it's going to happen again. And it's not going to happen again because I've taken different steps here. That's what's going to give you the confidence to really say, I'm good. I'm good with releasing that fear of abandonment. So this is the reading for Wednesday. I hope it resonates. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Take care.